All right, Middle Tennessee State and Louisiana Tech. Whew, this is an ugly one. Louisiana Tech, 5-point home favorites, 50 the total. So first of all, Middle Tennessee is not a team that I'm interested in backing. You guys know that. I've faded this team pretty much every game this season, although finally for the first time, I did not cash a ticket going against them in their last game against Memphis, as Memphis kind of fucked around and dicked around for most of that game, and they didn't play great. They didn't play inspired right from the beginning. They got off to a very sluggish, very slow start, and they ended up getting a 24-7 win, Memphis, over this Middle Tennessee State team. So maybe it is a sign that the Middle Tennessee's power rating has bottomed out. That now maybe there could be some value betting on them moving forward, especially now that we get into conference play. And I'll say this, CMAC for Middle. Bad hire. I don't like the Derek Mason hire. This program is going in the ditch. All of that, and that's why I've been fading them a lot this year. But you played Ole Miss, Western Kentucky, and Duke 3 in a row, competent teams, Memphis as well. And now you're taking a step down in class now that you're going back into conference play here for Middle Tennessee. So the one thing I'll say about them is they're bad. They're one of the worst teams in the country right now, but they are taking a step down with playing Louisiana Tech after some of the teams they played. So I don't know if I'm on board betting against Middle again. I do lean Louisiana Tech, but I got to admit, I'm not giddy about laying 5 with Louisiana Tech either. That's the problem. You look at Louisiana Tech, Nicholls State, 25-17, 7-point favorite, barely covered there. They did have a 30-20 point spread cover loss against NC State, but that's the game that Grayson McCall got injured for them. They lose outright as favorites against Tulsa, 23-20 at home. Tulsa's proven to be pretty bad, the last few games, so that's not impressive. And then at FIU, they're 2.5-point road favorites. They lose outright 17-10. So that's not exactly a resume that says, wow, I'm really confident laying 5 with Louisiana Tech now, is it? So it's a very, very tricky game for me. Probably a pass. 2 teams that can move the football, especially Middle. Middle can move the football a little bit. Maybe this goes over the total, 50. I know Louisiana Tech's been an under team. Their offense has really struggled. There's no doubt Evan Bullock has been bullocks at times from the quarterback spot for Louisiana Tech. And they haven't been able to run the football consistently throughout the course of the year. You look at those Louisiana Tech run numbers, they're not exactly having they're not having any success running the football. They're averaging 77 rushing yards per game, 2.4 yards per carry, but Middle Tennessee can't stop the run. So what's going to give there? Tricky game, right? I mean, Middle Tennessee has been fading them a lot, but they did cover last week. They did face a tough schedule. And Louisiana Tech's not exactly a team playing well enough that I'm saying, yeah, let's lay 5 with them, even against a bad team. So I don't have anything yet on this game, and I may not once we get there on Thursday with kickoff. CMAC, what do you think here? MTSU, La Tech.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams are just dreadful. They're horrible on their numbers. They're at the bottom. They're at the bottom on the offensive numbers. They're just both aren't very good. So what gives? Does that help just stay under? La Tech a little bit more of an under team. I mean, and like I talked about already with FIU losing to them 17-10. I took them against Nicholls, and they had 5 turnovers in that game, still covered 25-17, and they were only 6.5-point favorites. So I thought I got lucky there, and they covered against NC State. This one's just tough for me. I lean La Tech. Do I really want my money on them here? Basically a touchdown to cover. I guess I do. I just don't know. It's tough to take a team when they don't win football games. Now they have to win the football game and cover it, but bam. This team has, they've been dreadful. They have 1 win, and that was at Nicholls, that game, first week of the season. So, yeah, I lean La Tech here, but I doubt I bet this one.
To me, there's not a burning desire here that's saying something, Daryl Turner, but you might be right. I mean, I haven't seen enough of Evan Bullock because Jack Turner was the starter here at Louisiana Tech early in the year, but he's been benched. Sonny Cumbie decided I'm making a change, and he went to Evan Bullock, and he was okay against FIU. And actually the stats aren't bad for him in that FIU loss, but they didn't finish. They only scored at the end of the day 10 points in that game, Louisiana Tech. So You got to finish drives at the end of the day. I'm not a Vadiato guy. You know I don't like that guy at all. I think he's not very good. But but to your point there, Daryl, he might be better than Evan Bullock.
Maybe.
Because he actually can move the football at times. It's just he has these stupid, dumb fuck turnovers half the time, Vadiato. That's what gets him in trouble. And but he can move the ball at times. I have seen it. So, like I say, that's an ugly game. I don't think I'll be involved with it.